All right, Homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. Thank you for being a part of the journey. And don't forget to share the journey. Is that Rick that's in the chat right now? Or is that somebody else? Who's in the chat? Got to make a comment. Oh, nobody's making a comment. Okay, anyhow, everybody's been wondering where I've been at, what's been going on, what I've been doing, so on and so forth. Some people know what's been happening. Some people have been following Facebook, Instagram, and a couple other things. Others are wondering why my website's down, why Google's down, and everything else. Well, I got done with the drama, the BS, and everything else out west in Colorado. And I just got tired of the drama, got tired of the BS, got tired of the haters and the ugly people and everything else. Hey, CFF, how you doing out there? So I just got tired of everything. So I just got all my bracelets in for the petting zoo. Just got 10,000 business cards in. I just spent like $10,000 in merchandise, hoodies, and t-shirts and stickers and all different stuff. And I made a personal video the other day. It's privatized right now. Hey, Chris Wood, how you doing out there? And made a real personal video. Not sure if I'm even going to release it because I don't like being emotional on camera. And I did get emotional in that video. So I might release it in the future. I'm not sure. It all depends on what I think, what I feel, and if it's the right time to put it out or not. So as you probably can hear bugs. You can see all the greenery around me. And for those of you that don't know, I am not in Colorado. I am somewhere else. So the reason I've been gone is because I got tired of all the drama, tired of the BS, the drought in Colorado. I had to buy that semi-load of hay in the end of June, first part of July. The pond's been dropping, as everybody saw in the videos. I appreciate it, Chris. Thank you. And it was a whole bunch of stuff. And I have my ranch for sale right now. It's with Colorado Realtors. So I'm trying to sell the ranch right now. Once the ranch is sold, then I'll really have to get things going. But for right now, the last several weeks, or last month to 6 weeks, I've been out driving. I've been driving to different states. I looked at Michigan, New York, West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, Florida, Texas, and Colorado. They're the states that will allow the animals that I have. The other states, most of the states don't allow kangaroos. And of course, everybody knows I can't get rid of Rex. So I was stuck in those areas. Went out West Virginia, had a couple promising properties in West Virginia. That didn't turn out. Had a bunch of properties in New York, except my offers. But then I started thinking it's colder than Colorado in upstate New York on the Canadian border, and a lot more snow and less growing season. And I need something that the animals have an easier way of living, not trying to deal with the cold, and be able to eat a lot of food whenever they want, where I don't have to buy the food. So then it's less costly to me. Because as everybody knows, I've been doing this prior to the petting zoo, and I did the petting zoo to try to help the community in Colorado. So that didn't work out. So I am in a new state, and we go over here, and I'll show you guys what state I chose. I just got everything done today, and the winner, Arkansas. So I am now in Arkansas. I just purchased this 116.5 acres of luscious land. Water everywhere. No water on the property. I'm gonna have to dig holes, but like here, let me turn this around. So just from rains and stuff, I mean, there's puddles of water everywhere. So this is the entrance to the new ranch. And basically, I own the center of the road all the way down all the way down and around. And then down here on the main county road, I went ahead and purchased, or I didn't purchase, but down here on the county road, I own like 22 or 2,400 feet of this road. So it goes around, goes down, goes back and forth all the way down. So all this land, and you can see it's just thick vegetation, tons of greenery. I mean, look at these trees, just humongous trees. I mean, like, let's see. There's the truck right there. You can see how tall the trees are compared to the truck. So I went ahead, like I said, I purchased 116.5 acres without getting the ranch sold. So I just put myself $250,000 in the hole. So I'll have another mortgage on top of the mortgage that I have at the ranch. And like I said, now I put myself $250,000 into the hole again on top of everything else. So right now I'm working on getting these posts in. So I got to put another post on the other side. I got to put a post here in to the side of it, another one here, because I'm going to run fence down the driveway all the way down and around. And here's the other one. And then I'll take the fence all the way to the corner and then go all the way down the road, all the way around the property. So I got to get that surveyed. Fringe Recall, what's up? How you doing? So for those of you that want to see the property, I'm not going to be able to talk. And this is another plus of me moving here to Arkansas, is I have cell reception. I have internet on my phone. I'll be able to do more live streams. And because I don't have the petting zoo going on, then I have more time. So I will actually probably try to get back to where I was when I first started this channel, where I'm making at least a short video every day. I can do a lot more live streams. Come winter time, it doesn't get that cold here, but I'll do some more fireside chats like I used to. Just do all different type of stuff. So for those of you that want to see part of the property, I'm not going to go through the property because I did that with the realtor earlier and had no idea about seed ticks, SEED ticks. They're really tiny ticks. My arms, my whole body was covered in them, hundreds and hundreds of them. And I guess mid-July to end of August, they're really bad. Hey, Mal M. Nice to see somebody from Ireland in here. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hop in the ATV. I brought the first load of stuff. I've got somewhere between 12 to 14 loads of stuff to haul. So all this stuff down that side, all this stuff this side, the picnic table, all the lumber that you saw over there with all that concrete, and the ATV. So this was the first load of stuff coming out here to Arkansas. I'll be going back tonight, and then my friend's taking off of work and gonna take a couple days, come out to Arkansas with me and work for a couple days. I'm gonna have somebody taking care of the animals, and then my friend Kendra, she should be here probably in the next half hour to an hour. She decided to drive all the way out here just to see the property. So we're gonna split a hotel room so that way I can shower, cool off, get a good night's rest. Then I'll be back over here. Actually, no, I'm not leaving tonight. I'm leaving tomorrow at 2 because I'm going to spend the night. Hey, Tony, how you doing? So I'm going to spend the night at the hotel, come over here, hang the gate because the posts have to cure overnight. I'm doing the fast setting. So it says 4 hours, but I like to give it overnight. Then I'll take the truck and trailer to town, go Tractor Supply in the morning when we wake up, pick up a 16-foot gate, a chain, a lock at Home Depot, get over here, get all that taken care of, and go from there. So, like I said, for those of you that want to see the property, I'm going to take you down the road. Now, since this has been vacant land for a long time. Hey, Carol, good to see you too. Since this is vacant land, people have cut trails, and they've been using it for four-wheeling and everything else. So I've got to block off, I think, 3 or 4 different roads coming into this property. But of course, eventually I'll be fencing the whole thing. Because it's 116 and a half acres, I'm looking at like 175,000 to fence the whole property. So it's going to be a good chunk of chain for what I want to do. Plus, over here where the road is, I'm actually going to be bringing the fence about 50 feet from the road. So that way this stays private, because if I fence at the road, the goats will go in here, clear everything, and everybody passing the road will be able to see in here, where right now it's a nice thick forest. Nobody sees me. Nobody sees the driveway. They have no idea I'm back in here. So here we go. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to talk. ATV is going to be loud. I'll take you down the road to where it ends. And then I'll show you where the house and everything is another time. Because like I said, I got to get back down here, do this. So we're going to go for a trip. And then I'll go over a couple more things and then call it quits for the day. And get back in the groove of things. So here we go. This is an old-fashioned ride along, but in the ATV now. So somewhere coming up should be the rough line. I'm trying to look because I made a mark across the road, roughly where it was. Oh, there it is. Alright, so I just passed the mark right here on the ground. I got to get everything professional surveyed again. But I made that line across because on my phone GPS says this is where it ends. So the neighbor came over already because they've been using the property to get to their water sources down this way. So the neighbors are already friendly. Had 2 neighbors already come say hi, said if I need help, anything. This neighbor, they're upset that putting the gate up, but I talked to them and I'll let them still get water through. I won't do nothing in writing if they let me get some water until I can get a well and everything done. So, I mean, people are super friendly here. And then over here is a creek that runs along the edge of the property. It's all dried up right now because Arkansas's had a bit of a drought as well. But you can see it's all river rock down in there. So that water does run through there at some point. So let me go ahead and get turned around. And I wish I could know exactly what animals think and say, because when the goats get here, the goats and the other animals are gonna have no idea what to think with all this vegetation. They're gonna be in goat, camel, and all the other animal paradises. So let me go ahead and run up to the truck, and then I'll go over a couple more things and get the ATV turned off. So enjoy the ride back. Is another road I'm gonna have to block off. First I gotta find out where my easement is, or not easement, where my property lines are, because this road goes all the way back. And I think this is cool down here. I mean, check this out. The old stacked rock, I think it's all natural. It looks natural, but I think that's really cool. And then there's a gate up here if you go up farther, so I'm not sure if that's on my property or not. Well, look at all that water. So I'm gonna rent an excavator and do a bunch of ponds and some other stuff as well. All right, that was a nice surprise seeing that those deer jump out. Only the one went, the other one stayed on the side. And I lost my hat in that wind. So give me 1 second. But as you can see, I think the animals are going to be a lot happier here. I think it's going to be a lot easier having the animals here. Going to cost less money in feed because there's so much vegetation and all different stuff there. And then I saw some people make comments to the sea. CFF, lots of foliage, trees, privacy for you and the animals. Yep, you got that right. And Fringe Recall, nice forest. Thank you guys. So I'll leave it up to you guys. What type of questions do you have for me before I conclude the video? How's the humidity? The humidity sucks. I got here before the realtor because they did an early occupancy since the title company didn't get the signed paperwork back yet. So they did a digital signed copy because title company paperwork has to be signed physically. But the early occupancy could be done digitally. So I got here before the realtor to sign the papers, and I hiked that road. And I don't know how long that road is, but it took me about an hour to get all the way down to the one end. And then I get all the way to the end, the realtor calls and says, "Where are you at?" "I'm sitting here at your truck." So I ran, and I got up here, and sweat was dripping off of me. Now, I was raised on the East Coast, so I'm used to 100% humidity. I've lived in Maryland, lived in Delaware, lived in Florida, lived down in Texas. Texas was like 80-90% humidity. Here, where I am in Central Arkansas, it's between 45 to 65% humidity. The couple times I've been out here already, and the averages stay in that area. So it's bad for me because Colorado, I'm normally at 0 to 10% humidity. So it's a huge change for me. However, I'll adapt to it. And the one thing I like right away is this. My lips are not chapped anymore. My skin is not cracking. My hands aren't dry and cracking. So the humidity is a bit bad, but like I said, I'll get used to it. I'm definitely going to be putting in a swimming pool because it's just so... I'm not used to sweating. I haven't sweat in a long time because I've been in Colorado since 2006. So 14 years of no humidity. Now I'm going back to it. So let me go ahead and go back to all the comments. Scott Smith, what was the last straw that made you leave Colorado? Neighbors or something else? It was, I don't know who did it. They called USDA, and I'm gonna be making a video about Colorado and everything that I went through and exposing a lot of stuff that happens in that area. But first, I want to be moved. I want the ranch sold and be totally done with Colorado, because I don't want any type of backlash or retaliation or anything like that. So, it was a bunch of stuff that happened. And like I said, as soon as the ranch is sold and as soon as I'm out of Colorado, I'll go over everything in detail and go from there. So you just have to stay tuned, Scott Smith and everybody else. What's the elevation? The elevation is, I think, the top part where the house is. Let me turn this around. That's not the house right there up on that flat, but mine is right over here on another flat, which I will be going over and showing that in another video and going over that. But the elevation here is, I think the lowest is, I want to say like 800, and the highest is 1200. Or 1,000 to 1,200. It's only a few hundred feet difference from the highest part of the property to the lowest. So it's definitely a lot lower than the ranch in Colorado, because I'm at 9,200. The highest part was 9,460. The lowest part, the ranch, is 8,990. So I'm definitely a lot lower. I got a lot more energy down here because of all the extra oxygen. So that's also going to be a plus to get things done. Let's see. CFF, are you bringing all the animals with you to your new place? You know it. All the animals are coming. I did sell 3 of the 4 puppies. I decided to keep another puppy. I had a family that wanted the Scottish Highlander cattle, but then they decided they only wanted the 2 females and the bull. So that would leave me with 2 steers, and I'm not going to split them up. So I'm bringing everything. Everything's coming here to Arkansas. What city am I near here? Scott Smith, I am not going to divulge that. I am in an undisclosed location because I know I got haters that watch this YouTube channel and Facebook and everything else, and I don't need them trying to get things started out here with me. So that's going to stay a secret. Only a very few people know where I'm at. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Just finished at the bar, or on the bar. Well, at least you got to tune in for a little bit. Fringe Recall. If you want a co-host for the Colorado Talk, hit me up. I'll co-host with you if you're still in Colorado at the time. No, I'm done in Colorado. So my goal now, like I said, the title work is pushed off till next week now. So I had the early occupancy contract in place right now. So basically, it says I own the land. I can put in gates. I can make improvements. I can live here, so on and so forth until the official document goes through the title company. So my name's not on the deed until it goes through the title company. But I already went, like I said, I went to the sheriff's. Things work different here in Arkansas, which that's going to be another video for you guys. Like I said, I'm going to have a good amount of content coming out now because I don't have to deal with the public. I don't have to be there to have people come in and out the petting zoo and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to have a lot more time. I will be working a lot because now I got to fence a whole new property, put in ponds and do all different stuff. So I'll have a lot of stuff going here. But I'll have a video, the difference between Colorado living and Arkansas living before I even live here, because there are so many differences. It's just extraordinary, the big change. But I went to the sheriff's department and got the address assigned and went, like I said, I got the license plates. The only thing I can't get is driver's license in Arkansas right now because I don't have my social security card or birth certificate. You need one of those and the license from the state that you're coming from. And I don't have those there in a safety deposit box at the bank. So my next trip out, I'll get the birth certificate, bring that out, get a driver's license, and then I'm all set. And then tomorrow morning, I also got to go to the post office because the post office is closed at 11 o'clock every day because of the whole pandemic thing going on. So I'll get the assigned mailbox, P.O. box, and go from there. And I think there was another one. Let's see. Fringe Recall. No, I do not know who you are. Who are you? You have to tell me. And I got 14 people in here. So 14 people. What are your questions that you have for me or about the ranch or about Arkansas? I'm only going to probably be on here for another couple minutes. So if you have any questions, speak up now or forever hold your peace until the next video. And that's if I have a question in the next video. Question and answer thing. Let's see. Steve Acelero. Am I right? All right, no more questions. I'm going to be headed out, people. So that's where I've been for the last 6 weeks. I've been road tripping, going cross country, checking out properties in all different states. And then I found this property here in central Arkansas. Fringe Recall. That must mean Steve Slocum. Is that Steve Slocum? That's the only 2 Steves I know. Yep. Off grid Steve. CFF, has Cleo had his baby yet? Well, boys can't have babies, but Cleopatra, the female, no, she has not had her baby yet. Uh, Take care, Sandra. Have a good night. I'm sure you worked hard at the bar all day. Um, I was told by a couple camel people. I've been investigating more with camels because camels don't need assistance. They have the baby. It's over and done with. But they sack up their tits, sack up into a big milk sack about a month prior to birth. So she hasn't done that, and the last she would be due would be October 31st. So if she's not sacked up by October 1st, then she wasn't pregnant. She was due between July 1st and October 31st because July 1st would have made the time frame of when she was put in with the male camel, and the I appreciate it, Steve. You take it easy too. So October 31st would be the day that I picked her up. So she wouldn't have been able to be bred. Now, of course, she has Caesar. So Caesar can breed her if she wasn't bred by the other camel. So not sure. I'm hoping everybody holds off until I can get everybody moved. Like I said, my main thing is to get the gates in first so people can't come onto the property. Second thing is getting fencing up. Third thing is going to be getting ponds put in, and then bringing the animals out. So I'm doing whatever I can to get things done, to get the animals out here. And then as soon as the animals are out here, then I'll grab whatever last stuff I have at the ranch, move in here, and I'll be off to the races, enjoying life up here. And it's unfortunately 95.5% Dedicus, or however you say it, forest. So it's pole oak, it's white oak, it's red oak, with a very few pine trees, like that pine tree that's down there. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's only, I think, 2.5% grass, 1.5% pine trees, and then 5% mixed wood forest. So I don't have a lot of fields. That's going to be rough, but I'm going to go through, and I'm actually going to be clearing out some spots. One, this whole driveway, as you saw, it was so hard to turn around the ATV. There's nowhere to turn around. So I got to make a turnaround area down below. CFF, have a great night and great hearing and seeing you again. Sounds good. Take it easy and get some good rest, and I'll see you in the future. But I'm going to clear out an area and make a loop so I can take the truck and trailer down, because that's why everything's just dumped right here. I backed the trailer in right here and just dumped everything. So I've got to do that to get rid of this mess, so I can haul stuff to the back part of the property. And as you saw, some of the road, see, this was originally purchased along with, I've got a neighbor that's right up that way and a neighbor right across here. And this was all bought up by one guy, including across the street, and he was going to turn it into a housing development. So all these were like 20.1 acre parcels, 14.9 acre parcel. So I went ahead, I bought the entire development. So this blue sign right here on that pole right there, I own this entire road. So this road goes all the way back, and like I said, I just have to block it off at the end of my property. But I own this entire road through the whole subsection, because I went ahead and purchased everything. So like I said, it's 116.5 acres for those of you that are just tuning in or didn't catch it earlier. And so yeah, so it's a lot of work to do, a lot of things to get going, and I'll be back maybe Saturday, Sunday when I get out here, and make an update on what I got done and how much fencing I'll be in the process of getting done, and more loads getting out here and going from there. But so far, the people are extremely nice here, extremely cheap living here, beautiful, beautiful woods. Beautiful. I mean, it's just amazing. I don't have to see nobody. And like I said, I got this road to play on in the ATV as soon as I have a roundabout to turn around. That's so much fun just flying up and down there. And then the deer, I mean, like those deer that jumped out in front of me. So that was just awesome. So hope everybody has a great night, and have a couple brewskis if you guys drink brewskis. Just don't drink Samuel Adams because there's Boston people that love that stuff. Uh, but that's it. I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna try to get these rest of these posts in to get the gates setting up for the night, and then I'll buy the gate tomorrow, get that put up, and then back to Colorado to grab the next load and bring more stuff out. So I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Thanks for tuning in.